3 laps around a circular track with a 60 meters radius. This is basically the same as test A4, but this time the road is wet as if after a rain. The test car has the traction control and other driver assist features turned off, so even more delicate accelerator control is required. See how the car reacts depending on how you step on the gas. Three laps around a circular track with a 100-meter radius. This is basically the same as test A5, but this time the road is wet as if after a rain. The test car has the traction control and other driver assist features turned off, so even more delicate accelerator control is required. See how the car reacts depending on how you step on the gas. Here you negotiate a 90-degree right turn at the end of the Seattle back straightaway and crank 2 consecutive sharp turns. Without a solid feel for the point to start braking, not only will you overshoot the first right corner, but the car's attitude will be bad for entering the subsequent turns, resulting in a big time loss. This test has you negotiate Seattle's number 1 corner. This is a squared-off U-shaped corner with 2 90-degree turns. After braking fully to the right speed, try to run a smooth circular line that clips the corners of both turns. Even if you are not right at the inside of the first turn, be sure to clip the second corner, taking a line that emphasizes the corner exit. This is the final stretch of Grand Valley. After accelerating while turning through the tunnel, negotiate 2 consecutive hairpin turns. While accelerating through the tunnel, avoid swinging too far out. In a double hairpin, change the orientation of the car with rhythmical accelerator on-off action. Trying too hard on the first right will make you suffer in the second, more important corner. Cars are susceptible to spin on this slalom track. The test car has the driver assist features turned on, this time only. Here you can safely learn how to turn with the accelerator off and stabilize the car with the accelerator on, an important lesson in accelerator control for driving a car. The rhythm is something like turn the car and then hit the gas while passing the cones. Try to take actions far in advance. Now the test car stability control system, which suppresses car spin, is turned off. It is now necessary to turn with the accelerator off and stabilize the car with the accelerator on much more carefully. By comparing against the previous test, you should see just how much cars now depend on technology. The key is to take actions far in advance to prevent car movements from becoming too large. This is the most difficult stretch of Apricot Hill. You just graze the inside of the first high-speed left and control the car with its unstable attitude while intermittently applying brakes to enter the second left. Make sure you are able to keep solidly to the inside of the left corner. In the subsequent S-turn section, watch for excess speed while rhythmically tracing the curbs. This is a technical section in the middle stretch of Tokyo Route 246. Take the first left corner by lightly letting up on the gas. Take the right corner at the top of the hill by braking just before starting to climb the hill. It is a blind corner, so be sure to remember the point when to start turning. If you think of this as one large corner, you will be able to drive through it quickly. This is the last fast chicane on Trial Mountain. Basically you should be able to take it at full throttle. The rhythm going from the left is cutting right important. After riding up onto the left curb, you must turn right immediately or risk crashing into the wall on exit. Riding up too far on the high curb on the right side will make the car jump, so try to graze it just barely. This is the same track as in B7, but your car has now more power, requiring more accurate steering and rhythmical accelerator control. In a corner that turns broadly to the right after leaving the first tunnel, inadvertently hitting the gas too early will cause the car to fly off to the outside, so you must wait patiently for the point to go to full throttle. This section is from the lateral half of Tokyo Route 246. In the braking into the corner, number 1, is it important to find the optimal braking start point that lets you turn into the corner the instant that braking ends. Excessive speed must be avoided at all costs. The S-curve surrounded by fences after the three-line boulevard also requires care in braking solidly before entering and accelerating while leaving. This is the famous corkscrew curve at Laguna Seca. The downhill stretch before the corner makes the brakes less effective, so early braking is required. Finding the best line is difficult, so you must be sure you don't overshoot this corner. The left one after the corkscrew lies after a step downhill and has a shallow bank, so watch for unusual car movement. This section is in the latter half of the Ron circuit. These blind S-curves go left, right and left. The back straightaway awaiting afterward is quite long, so think about a line that gives the highest priority to exit speed. The last right corner can definitely be taken at full throttle. It is very important to avoid trying too hard at the exit of the first left corner. Negotiate these consecutive high-speed S-curves while going over hills in a final section of the complex string track. The track is designed so that turning alternates between the hilltops and valleys, so look out for major changes in steering response depending on weight shifts. Coming out well from the last hairpin turn is most important for shortening your time. This is a reverse direction run over the constant radius circular slalom track at complex string. Radius of the circles get progressively smaller, so focus on controlling your speed to match the turn radius while avoiding understeer. If you lose your rhythm and swing too far outside, this results in a big time loss. This test can be very difficult.